Hey, welcome to John's Guitar Lab. All right, today's deal is chords. Now, I know you're saying, well, John, we did some chords. Yeah, but it's chords and the way it looks on notation. What I mean by that is the way the chord itself is written. Those of you that have the Mel Bay book, page 23, you look on the top and it'll give you a couple of sentences. You know, a melody is a succession of single notes. Chord is a combination of notes that played at the same time. In other words, here's a melody, here's chords. Okay, so I'm playing the notes at the same time. We probably know that already from some of my chord videos. Anyway, moving right along. First piece on page 23 is called the Chord Walls. And you'll see that what they do is they're breaking the notes up. So you'll see the G, C, and E. And you see how it's with the staff? It's all together there. This would be considered a half note, right? In other words, if I was to play this, it would ring, the three notes have to ring for 2 beats. 2, 1, 2. Okay? The fingering, you already know, most of you. It's your first finger there. All right, and these two are opened. Again, you go by the book and also by some of the chord videos. Some of this is going to look familiar. Some of it's going to be new. All right, G7. First finger. We know this already. All right, here's what it looks like in notation. Here you have a G, a B, and an F note. All right? Simultaneously, in other words, you play the 3 notes together. Follow the chord walls. All right, now, they use another form of G7. What does this mean? All right, very simply, with chords, most of your chords are made up of 3 basic notes, some of them 4 notes. Later on down the road, 5 and 6 notes, but anyway, let's go with the 3 basic notes. As long as you have the 3 notes, it makes the chord. It can be in different places. What that means is if you hear something like this, you hear it, you're G, C, and E. All right, now I can play a G, C, and E, but I might do it with C, E, and G. Okay? I might do it with E, G, and C. All right? So when you see the chord, the symbol, all right, it depends on which way we put the 3 notes together. Here the 3 notes are together, F, B, and G. Here you see on this G7, we have F, G, and we have D. Why do we have D? Because G7 has 4 notes in it. All right, it's the only one of the chords for now that'll have that. What I'm trying to say is that this is still G7 and this is a G7, just a different fingering. A fingering that's going to be a lot of fun for you. Here. F. You're going to love this, okay? 3rd finger here. G is opened. The D is with the pinky. Okay? That's your G7 chord. It's listed in the Mel Bay book. All right? So you take heed on that, you look at it, and you'll see it. Now, you'll also see the G7 in another way. You'll see it this way with the B, F, G, and B. You'll see it this way. You know it this way. Okay? So that's with the G7 chord. Any questions you have about that, please let me know. All right? And again, what it is that when you have a chord, the notes they're the same notes, but it depends on where you put the notes. In other words, if I, again, as I said, if I if I'm doing a C chord and I have C, E, G, I have E, G, C. Here I have G, C. So you hear the different sounds, all same notes. Okay? Now, you're going to love the F chord. This one we haven't done anything with yet. So let's just pull out a quick piece of paper. We're going to show you because there's a couple of variations on it. This one, you take a quick look at it. All right, you'll see that you have your first finger is holding down two notes. It's holding down the F and the C. Now, your finger's going to have a tendency to do this. See the way it's bending here? And then this is going to, it'll muffle here. Okay. It's a little bit hard, but try to keep the joint straight. If this joint is straight, the note will come out. Right? When this starts happening, you see the joints bent, you'll get this. Close to the fret. Second finger goes there. All right? Once you feel comfortable with this, we're going to add the third finger. And this is what they call the full F chord. All right, see what it looks like? In the Mel Bay book, you'll also see another little variation. And that's this, where you're not playing the E string. All right, here's what it looks like. F, A, and C. Third finger, F, A, second finger, C, first finger, and you put them together. The difference now is that these, you're not playing this note, which is the fourth note. The fourth note, and what I mean by the fourth note is that this chord has three notes, but we're playing four. What does that mean? You have an F here and you have an F here. The F is repeated, but the chord is only F, A, C. All right? And we have two Fs. One of them's a high F, one of them's a lower F. Okay? That's what that means. Now you have the chord waltz in here. You have what they call the builder and the small chord etude. I'm anticipating there'll be some work that needs to be done with this. It's normal. All right? With the F chord, particularly the one with the four like this, it takes time because you have a tendency to push with your thumb and push with your fingers, and what happens is your hand starts to ache. Try to just let the thumb be your guide and let the fingers fall into place. Start it, if necessary, start it with just the two notes. Then add, and once you're comfortable with this, add the third note. All right? Questions? Please, in the comments below, throw them at me. As usual, if you like what you're hearing, like what we're doing, thumbs up. All right, and please subscribe so we can keep this going on. And again, I hate